No, right, Eugene Backyard Bear here for another. It is the time of season. Chainsaws. I had one, two, three. I had 5. I did a video on one. I think I put that one out last week. I think. Had one that had no spark, or he should have had no spark. Well, it ended up it did have spark. It had a spark plug problem. I'll show you on this one. This plug here. There's an electrode here. Oops. It's supposed to be over top that strap's supposed to be over the center or farther. His didn't even go over the center. It went right on the inside edge of it. Something point here. Come on, wire tie. His stopped on the inside of this post, so the strap only came the inside of the post. So it sparked, but it wasn't the best spark, and we don't know if the electrode burnt down or whatever. And then had bad fuel in it. We got here a Stihl 038. I don't know nothing about it. I don't even know if the guy knew much about it. I know it's dirty, so first thing we're gonna do is pause it for a second so I can get some air in the tank and blow off that carburetor. Hang on. Alright, we got it cleaned off a little bit. Let's see if there's any fuel in this tank. Let me move some stuff here. Parts from other projects. It's gas, but I don't know how old it is. Let's see, another issue here. The chain is a little bit loose here. She's just kind of sagging. Not something I don't think I want to go yanking on, and if it starts, then have the chain fly off and hit me. I'll pause you 1 second. I'm just going to loosen these 2 nuts here and tighten the chain up. So, all right, we got the chain tightened up some. Not perfect, but sorry, it's a little bit cold out here. All right, first thing we're going to go is for spark here. It's 5/8, 11/16. Ain't that one. Whew. Of course, got 2 spark plug sockets, and neither one is the right one. Of course, trying to look for a 3/4. Just had it too. I don't see the 11/16. I hope it's not 11/16. Guessing it's 3/4. Feels right. We'll find out in a second here. But yeah, I'm gonna start out by checking see for that spark. Then we can go resistor cap's coming off. Then we can go for fuel and those things. Alright, how does this one work? So when it comes this way, that's off. Okay. Get a plug in here. Of course, it's 9 miles away from touching anything. So I can stick a pair. Well, that works out perfect. Alright, it's got spark, but this pull start's awful sticky. Yeah. It does have spark. Spark check. Ooh. Compression check. We'll put that back in for now. Come on, Stihl, you couldn't have made the hole a little bit bigger in the plastic? Heaven forbid you should be able to see the spark plug. Alright, that's check. I think take a look at this pull start, how it comes off here. 1, 2, 3. This is what's confusing me. Hope I don't take the whole bar off just to take this. I'm gonna take this apart and see if it's full of sawdust. Alright, it's just 1, 2, 3, 3 screws, and pull this cover off. I'm gonna pause you. You don't need to watch me take out some screws. Alright, we got the pull start off. Seems to be okay. I was thinking maybe it's full of sawdust, but we're gonna spray it a little bit. Maybe the dog is the paw here sticking. Paw that pops out. So we're gonna spray this down and bring you back when I get it back on. All right, we just spray the little what we call chain wax in there because it'll lubricate, but it dries to a consistency so it doesn't collect dirt. This all is probably don't have a decompression on this thing. It's a beast to pull over. No chokes. Here's the problem though. The guy didn't give me the cover to this. The choke system for this is on the cover. This is just the on and off switch. There's no choke to it. I might spray it with a little brake clean here and see if that was a little sticky here too. Yeah, this throttle doesn't seem to be going all the way back down. I wonder why. Something in here. Oh, well, that sucks. How do you get that off now? That little tiny screw? There's a little tiny screw right there. I'll try hitting, just blowing that with some air. Maybe it's just full of sawdust. Because that's where the problem is. The release doesn't come back. Turn it down. Yeah. The release doesn't come back up. Yeah. This part isn't coming, it's not pushing the release back up. That's shut. Yep, it's sticking in here. I don't know if I can get that screw out, it's tiny. I can try. Problem is I don't have that small of a Phillips screwdriver. That's it. No, it doesn't feel like that's a screw. Feel like that's a pin. Well, how would you get this cover off? There's a screw on the bottom of the handle here. Yes, there is. Oh. Screw on the bottom of the handle. I just want to make sure it's cleaned out in there. I see the side of the trigger's got, looks like a resin on there. It's got a screw with 18 washers on there. No, it's got 3. So I'm guessing this screw don't belong to that. I might probably put that on there. Guessing that goes in there. She's a little dusty in there. I'll hold on the spring here. I think I can get that chain wax again and hit that too. It ain't gonna hurt. It, like I said, it's a wax base, so it won't collect dust. It'll dry to a film. Of course, I lost the straw out of it, and I forgot to shut the drawer in the toolbox, so I get to run into them too. Not the toolbox's fault, my fault, because I didn't shut the drawer. It didn't reach out and just grab at me. Yeah, she's still a little sticky. But better. Because I think I seen on the side is a pin for the push out for the throttle. I'm figuring with this on there should help. Alright, put it back together. Spring. This. Anybody see where I put the cap? Didn't go in the groove. Well, it went in the groove, it didn't stay in the groove. How's that? Nope. Well, that sucks. You're supposed to keep that down. I'm holding it to the side here. I get it? Alright. Alright, just get the screw back in here. See if it works any better. I don't know when the last time this saw was used. The screw must have fell out of this at one time and somebody just found a screw to fit it, which this is stainless. They ended up with a whole bunch of washers on there. Yeah, still a little sticky. I don't know if it's in the butterfly itself. Could be just a residue from fuel over the years. Alright, let's go on. We're going to spray a little bit of word cleaner in here and see if I get a little pop off of these. Alright, I'm going to take it off the bench here. This one's a hard one to pull. Alright, so it did fire. So do we have a fuel issue? Without a choke, it's hard to tell. I don't think I can hold my thumb over it. It smells like gas to me. I think I got it. That actually, when you turn this on, is it supposed to be there? I think that might be the problem. I think it's supposed to be in the middle. So this is the start of it, and the middle is to run it, and then all the way up is off. I think that's how it works. Let's find out. Alright, this was a simple one. I think it may have been just some operator error here. I mean, because the throttle was definitely, I bet the throttle was sticking open on them. So basically you put it all the way down to start, that gives it a high idle. You flip it up one, that's a run. You flip it up again, and that's to use it. It says it on the front here, but it's hard to read because it's so dirty. start. I can't even see what it says. It says choke, start. Choke. How's I gonna choke it? It doesn't really choke it. It leaves the part the way open, but that's what it says. It says choke, start, stop. Huh. Well, dude, this guy's not giving me a challenge here. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It just says start choke on it. Doesn't have any arrows. No, nothing on there. So is this supposed to come down and then when you squeeze it's supposed to flip back out? No, it doesn't seem to be. It's actually, it goes into, there's a little arm right here. It goes into a notch. So you can't, it's not like it's just, you put it down and then squeeze the throttle and it comes back off. No. There's nothing to push back off. I like how they run these wires and they're touching the... No, maybe not. Maybe it was somebody else messing with this. Because it's touching the linkage. So eventually it's going to rub a hole in it. They both touching? No, just one was touching. Is there extra wire up here? Alright, let me take a look at this. Yeah, there's extra wire. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be behind this tab. Supposed to be behind the tab that's down here too. It's not there, so eventually that will wore through the wire. And then it would have been back for a no start issue, no spark. So if it hits this, it's going to hit the carburetor and it's going to ground it out. Now it's back in the groove. Yeah. When somebody had this. No. They would have to split the saw. Yeah. Now it doesn't touch it. Dial's returning a little way. I guess we got this one fixed. This one will be a cheap charge for the guy. It'd be a $20 repair job. Man, I ain't gonna pay the bills with this. Can't put the cover back on because the guy didn't send the air filter cage. There's nothing to hook the air filter to. But I thought this is where the choke and everything was at. Was in here. But yeah, there's no cage to it. There's nothing to bolt this to. He said he was gonna drop it off yesterday when he picked up his Echo, but no filter. And this doesn't hold on anything. It's just a little catch here. We used to call these Zeus fasteners. It catches a little wire on the cage and there's a groove right here and twists it, and that's what pulls it tight into the machine. But I don't have that part. Well, if he's gonna bring it, or if he wants me to run over to see if I can find one. But anyway, I think we'll end this one here. How long is this video been? 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Well, you see, this one was it was possibly operator error, because like I said, there's no really anything on this. I don't know if this was his saw or he got it from somebody, but anyway, there's nothing saying that you're supposed to push this down and then put it in here to run. It just says start choke. It's really vague. So I would so what would happen would be it would just run. It would run. Well, you've seen it. Well, here, we'll show you if I can get the start up again. We'll put it on that all the way down. Right here, this is all have it, folks. And sometimes you just gotta use your, how's it go in Spanish? Your cabeza. Use your head. Take a look. See what you think, and sometimes you can figure it out. That throttle. Whoops. Get my flashlight on here. That throttle sticking was what gave me an indication there's something up. It wouldn't return unless I pushed it with my finger. It's still a little sticky. Sticky here though. You can see the lever doesn't pop up too easy. It's okay when it's running because it vibrates it, but yeah. Still a little sticky in here, but there's much I can do about that. Put a little more lube in it. There's a spring in here on this rod that's supposed to return it, but can be okay. This is not popping back up all the way. Seems okay. It's okay here. I don't know. Just a little sticky. You gotta figure, I don't know how old this saw is. It's an old 38. It's all aluminum. It's a Magnum. I'm guessing it's a pretty old saw. But yeah, this thing keeps sticking down. It'll pop back up, but it'll pop back up when it's running. I'll take the other part one more time. Just take a look. Make sure I didn't miss something. Yeah. This isn't returning. I know. Yeah, as soon as this returns a little bit farther, that lever pops up. Don't look like there's any dirt, but it could be a resin off your hands from squeezing that trigger. I mean, you're wrapping your finger right around it. I really don't want to push the pin out of it, because that's going to unleash a whole can worth of a whole can of worms, they say. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not popping back far enough here. Once it pops back a little bit farther, this pops out. There's got to be dirt around this pin. Oh, the other comes back down, so it's not like it stays revved out anymore. Yeah, we'll take it off one more time. Take a look at it. Hang on. Yep, we took it apart. It's clean. I think it's just wear on the button here, on the trigger. It's clean. It's coming back to the stop in here. It's just the arm needs to go just a touch more to make the button pop up, but it's not staying down. So clean out the back of this guard. All right, we get the guard all cleaned out on the back side with the air gun. Blew it all out. We put it all back together. Like I said, it's I don't know if you can see this, but let's see if I can bring you in a little farther here. Try that. Right there. So this little stopper is hitting the screw here, which is the screw for adjusting the idle. It's hitting the stopper when you let go of the trigger. So if you squeeze it, it's coming back and it's touching here. You can't push it anymore. Just this link is right here. You push it just a touch more, and the button pop back up. So it's just a safety lock. It doesn't even have to. Some saws didn't even have this, so you can't squeeze the trigger without squeezing the lock to take it off. All right, let me see if I can bring this back down. There we go. Alright, so we're going to end this one here. And pause this and get you back in the handheld stand. Alright, we get you back in the handheld stand here. So I can end this video. But yeah, right there is the screw comes in the side here for the adjust the idle. And then on the side here, you got high. Whoops, I can turn this a little bit more. You got the high speed from when it's full throttle and the low speed to get the idle. If you can't get it to idle here, you gotta go back and forth between these two. Turn this one out a little bit, turn this one in a little bit, until you get to idle. Anyway, this is how when you initially hit the trigger, it would bog down if this isn't adjusted right. It could, it bog and then it would pick up. So anyway, that's your low. There's your high. Come through and into the inside here. Needs this air filter cover, like I said. That wire popped back out of the holder. Supposed to be behind this tab and behind this tab down there. Pop right back out, and that was just removing it. Anyway, not a big deal. It's not touching the linkage anymore. It was touching right here, but it's not touching. Alright, we're going to end this video right here. It's all Magnum Mode 38. Alright, if you got any information on the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Pixie Park Project, funny videos, things, nature, drift, grill, roadside, fine, share videos, all kinds of cool stuff like that. It's Eugene's Backyard Repair on them. One has no S on the end of it, so you got to type it in both ways to find me on my Instagram and my Facebook page. It's free. YouTube free. Facebook free. Instagram free. So you sign up for them. There's no obligations. You just sign up, watch the video. I have hundreds of videos out. It might be something in there you want to see me fix, or I even do just test rides on stuff that has been fixed. So, way back, go check them all out. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Give it a comment. Hit that notification bell. That way, in case I put out any more, and you're interested in see what I'm working on next, you'll get notified. If you can see, look behind me. We'll bring you around. There's 2 more stalls down there to go. Have to get both of them fixed, and getting back to the person, I think he's gonna make out pretty good on this one with me video, and if don't need parts, he's gonna make out cheap on each one. The last one, even with parts, was $30 to fix it. So we're diagnosing it, putting the spark plug in it, putting my own fuel back into it, mix, and you can't beat that. Nobody's gonna take it in and work on it and give it back to you for $30. So like I said, we try to help out whoever we can help out. And we're out of here. Peace. There she is. One more look before I run out of time on this thing. I have to delete videos to add videos, unfortunately. My phone's pretty full. I need get a regular camera. Look outside. Alright. God bless you all. You all have a great day. And we're out of here. Peace.